You're listening to the JV Sports Show. Talking JUCO, NAIA, D2, D3, and community college sports. And now, here's your hosts, James Poovey and Vince DeLisio. Good evening and welcome to another edition of the JV Sports Show. We're so glad you joined us here this evening. James Poovey alongside my co-host Vince DeLisio. Vince, we're going to talk about the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference. We had the pleasure of having these gentlemen on about a couple months ago now, I believe it was, and they were getting things ramped up, and we're going to check in with them and see where they're at and check on the progress, and everybody's excited to get this thing going. Talk about progress. Yes, exactly. We've since added 2 teams. Since the last time we did this. A lot of exciting stuff. Coach Medoski's probably gonna take the ball and run with it, for a lot of the organizational stuff since he's been on this thing since day one. And we'll get some updates from him. We're going to talk to our 2 new head coaches of the 2 new teams in the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference. So really excited about that right after the break. Yeah, it's going to be great. So we'll step aside very shortly here and get right back to it on the JV Sports Show. So glad you joined us here. We're going to talk to the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference coaches when we come back right after this. Whether it be auto, home, life, or business protection, Farmers Insurance agent Heidi Cummings has you covered. As your Farmers agency located at 32nd Avenue in Peoria in Phoenix, they have the knowledge and experience to fulfill your personal, family, and business risk management needs. Give Heidi a call today at 602-789-6801.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Trusted by law enforcement and military personnel throughout Arizona, Patriot Nation Firearms and Accessories offers a comprehensive selection of firearms and shooting-related merchandise to the general public. They specialize in personal defense products as well as law enforcement and tactical equipment for first responders. Stop by and check out their great selection and meet their knowledgeable staff. That's Patriot Nation Firearms and Accessories, located at 4139 West Bell Road, Suite 6 in Phoenix. Or give them a call at 602-281-6680.
Hello JV Sports Show fans, Michael Bennett here, owner of Park Grove Lending. Are you considering upsizing, downsizing, or just refinancing your home to lower your total monthly bills? Then call me, we'll help you accomplish those goals. When most people think about mortgages, they just don't know where they should begin. So start with a call to me, Michael Bennett, 480-227-3238. I own Park Grove Lending. You'll speak directly with me, and I'll put my 22 years of experience to work for you. Call today and I'll pay for your appraisal. 480-227-3238, AZMB 094-3301.
Long Realty is the go-to for all your real estate needs. Local buyer looking in the West Valley? Call our trusted partners at Long. Out-of-state friends looking for a home in the beautiful Valley of the Sun? Call Long. Selling? Call Long, and they'll make your home long gone. Call 623-584-5384 and mention the JV Sports Show to get a free market analysis. Long Realty, located in beautiful Surprise, Arizona on Grand Avenue.
You're listening to the only sports radio show in Arizona that covers JUCO, NAIA, NCAA 2 and 3 sports, the JV Sports Show.
Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. James and Vince and James here, and we are with the head coaches, almost all the head coaches of the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference. We're joined tonight by Coach Doug Medoski of the Maricopa Mustangs, Coach Ron Sowers of the new Papago Pumas, Coach John Amira of the Sonoran Sidewinders, and Coach Ryan Felker, who was in the air traveling to Alaska, couldn't be with us tonight, and Coach Jerome Daniels could not be with us of the Salt River Scorpions either. So we'll start with you, Coach Medoski. How you doing, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. You look like you had a day of practice out there. How's that going?
It's been busy the last few weeks doing both these teams, but it's fun. It's football, and that's, at the end of the day, it's what we really want to be focused on and doing.
Yeah, staying busy is good. Football is good. So talk to us a little bit about some developments since the last time we spoke. So number one, we got a couple of new programs out there with some new home locations. Tell us a little bit about each.
So I think now we're to the point where we've got the 5 teams that are going to be playing. Certainly, as we've shared from jump, I know Steve's done a lot of the stuff with you guys earlier on in the process, but it was about trying to find the right guys and the right people to really build this thing up and do it the right way. Football-minded people that have a genuine concern and care for the kids and want to actually grow community college, athletics and amateur athletics throughout the state of Arizona. So obviously you've alluded already to, Coach Sowers with the Papago Pumas. And then, we had always looked at that Tucson market and thought that was a place that we wanted to be. And Coach O'Meara, with his ties up in Thatcher, and then obviously coming back down out of Thatcher, I like to think he's going down the hills for a change now. But getting him down there, I just think what a phenomenal story that we've got laying out right now. Coach O'Meara's record, obviously, as a head football coach, I've got a ton of respect for him, competing against him, in this conference for so many years. And Coach Sowers, I've had the opportunity to work with him, both as a member of my staff and see the interaction he has with guys and training kids. And just phenomenal people. Facility-wise, Keno North Sports Complex, I know Coach O'Meara's been working a lot on that. But that's where the Tucson team right now is planning to be. Coach Sowers went out and just really beat the streets to land a facility for us at Mesa High School. So they'll be there. All set up for North High School for for Jerome's team, the Salt River Scorpions, and then obviously Coach Felker out of Campo Verde, and also be over at Mountain Ridge. So we're facilities, coaches, the right people, the right time. It's time to get going and play football now.
It sounds very exciting, Coach Medosky. Tell us a little specifically about the Maricopa Mustangs, what you guys have been up to. I know that most of the teams have already started practicing and having drills and so forth. Talk to us about where you're at in that process, and then how prepared you guys are to really get this thing going here in about 6-8 more weeks.
To say that we're prepared, I think that would be we're not. But we feel like we've got a few weeks to get ourselves prepared. Obviously, we're focused right now on building a quality program as far as just bringing the student athletes in. Recruiting is obviously at an all-time premium for us right now, and that's something that we're really doing, wanting to get the right people involved as far as from a staff standpoint. We'll start our first, workouts, if you want to call it that, as voluntary stuff here coming up in early parts of July. But we'll officially get started August 1st, and we're starting to build a team. We feel like I think we have 72 or 73 guys that have signed, so we're heading down the right path.
Coach, we'd like to come back here in a minute. We'll have some more questions for you, but we're going to take a little break, and then we'll jump back, have a few more questions for you, and then come on to our two new coaches after that. So we will be right back on the JV Sports Show.
Buffalo Wild Wings in Surprise is an official sponsor of the JV Sports Show and home to the Coach Mike Nesbitt Show. They're located on the northeast corner of Bell and Litchfield in Surprise. Come by on Tuesdays for buy one, get one free boneless wings. Thursdays feature 70-cent boneless wings. And enjoy happy hour Monday through Friday 2 to 6 p.m. and again from 9 p.m. to midnight. Buffalo Wild Wings in Surprise. Tell them you're a fan of the JV Sports Show. Is your player struggling to catch the football? Or maybe you're just looking for a way to get them extra catching reps outside of practice? Well, the Pro Catch Football is the best training aid to develop great hands in your football player to make them successful in today's all-out passing game. The Pro Catch teaches players how to correctly catch the football with their hands and not their body. They can use it all on their own as there's no quarterback needed, and they can get hundreds of repetitions in just minutes. To find out more, visit us at ProCatchFootball.com, Facebook, and we're available on Amazon Prime. James here to tell you about Pure Sushi. Located in the beautiful Greyhawk community of North Scottsdale, Pure Sushi Bar and Dining caters to the casual and elegant diner. Dining at Pure is an experience that extends beyond an inspired menu to the chic and elegant atmosphere of one of Scottsdale's culinary gems. Their mouth-watering dishes begin with the choicest fresh ingredients. Known for their sushi, there is no disappointing in the selection of over 50 delectable items on the sushi menu alone. Two personal favorites on the dinner menu for Vince and I are the macadamia nut mahi mahi and the pan roasted duck. 20567 North Hayden Road at the corner of Thompson Peak Parkway and Hayden in Scottsdale. Call 480-355-0999. Open Monday through Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Pure Sushi.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk to you about a good friend of mine named Bob Jenkins. Bob is a Marine Corps veteran. Bob and his younger brother DJ own Vets Built Contracting. You've probably seen their trucks around the Metro Phoenix area, I'm sure. For 5 years, they've been hiring and putting veterans to work. Vets Built is licensed, bonded, and insured, and they have a dual residential and commercial license. VetsBuilt specializes in renovations, remodeling, new build, casitas, safe rooms, or small commercial TI work. If you're a skilled veteran looking for work, a homeowner in need of work, or a commercial business needing TI work, please call Bob or DJ at VetsBuilt, 480-584-3675.
Vintage Motors specializes in custom builds, fabrication, engine swaps, routine maintenance, and service for all years, makes, and models, including diesels. From Ford Model A builds to tow truck repair and more, it's Vintage Motors. Give them a call today at 623-930-8494 or stop by 6136 West Glendale Avenue in Glendale. Vintage Motors. And tell them the JV Sports Show sent you. And welcome back to the JV Sports Show. So glad you joined us here this evening. Waiting for
Coach,
the video to cut over. Go ahead, Vince.
Coach, sorry about that, James. I'm so excited I can't even sit in my seat here because I've got these guys that I idolized here in the now coaching together once again with the new Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference. These guys were legends in their respective with their respective programs previously in the junior colleges here in the state of Arizona. So getting back to Coach Medoski, Coach, specifically about the kids. So you said you were in the low 70s right now. Tell us a little bit about some of the kids that you have. You got some kids maybe that you had last year that you're bringing back at your previous program that you're giving an opportunity to there, as well as some new kids. You got some bounce backs. What do you got going on?
You know, a lot of our kids, we had helped them get placed. I think I shared with you the last time we spoke that it was important to us to be transparent in this process, and we knew that we weren't up and running when we had kids that were being recruited. So we sent a number of kids on. With that being said, we retained a number of kids, and we've had a number of kids that have reached back out and said that they want to get back into the program and want to play for us. So we've got some back from last year's team. We've got a few kids that are looking to move around from all over the place, I guess you could say. I think there's a buzz right now about Arizona and junior college football. I think that when you have when you get the legs cut out from under us the way that we did, to have the opportunity to bring it back, I just think there's a lot of excitement that's coming from that. And I think that you can see that in the kids that are reaching out even to our programs, not just our program, but the conference as a whole. I mean, there's still people regularly reaching out to the conference to be recruited, to be looked at. And certainly I think there's obviously a market for junior college athletics in the state of Arizona. And we're, obviously want to make sure we take care of that.
And Coach, just to confirm, the first game is going to be on Saturday, August the 24th, and that'll be against the New Mexico Military Institute. Is that correct? Maricopa Mustangs and NEMI?
That is correct.
Excellent. And I believe myself and Vince will be on the call of that one. Is that correct?
I do believe so.
Outstanding. So we're going to get that one live streamed for everyone so they can get the inaugural game for the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference. And we'd like to shift the focus now to the Papago Pumas if we can and bring on Coach Ron Sowers. Coach, how are you doing this evening? So glad for you to join us.
No, truly blessed to be here, man.
Well, Coach, we're blessed to have you. We've heard so many great things about you, and your name, valley-wide and statewide has had such a great reputation at developing young men. You've been doing it for so many years and have helped so many young guys go on. Give us a little backstory about how you got connected here with this new league with Coach Medoski and how it led to you becoming the head coach of the fourth team in the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference.
Well, Coach Medoski and I go way back, and again, we competed against each other, and then I coached for him, have huge respect. I love the guy like a brother, and I was going to be on Coach Felker's staff this year as the O-line coach like I was last year at MCC, and I just thought, I'm ready to be a head coach, and there was a spot open, and so I threw my hat in the ring. And I'm excited to, really put my stamp on a program. I've watched these great men, Felker and Coach Medoski, both run their programs. And so I kind of have a foundation built from how they went about it. And I'm looking forward to, just building a foundation where kids can come and flourish, get their associates, move on to other colleges, and really that second chance to help kids. And that's really what my life's about is, helping somebody else become successful.
Well, Coach Sowers, it's indeed a blessing as well for the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference to have you involved with the Papago Pumas. Talk about what you've been able to do so far. Obviously, you've been behind the 8 ball a little bit with a little bit of a late start, but you've already got those guys out there and got them running around a little bit.
Yeah, we do. Coach O'Meara and I are both late to the party, but, with his resume and his contacts, I'm sure he's already ahead of me. But, we're just really pounding the pavement looking for kids. We had 42 out last night. We're excited about where we are. Of course, the bigs are always late to the party. We're all looking for bigs to sign up. I think by next week we should have close to 45 kids signed. Love the competitive nature. Love how many kids really want to come out and take the opportunity to play this great game and have an opportunity to move on. And to Coach Medowski's point, I got to tell you, once I put that out there on the Cabe Show, I mean, I must have had 500 emails and tweets and craziness. And welcome to the life of recruiting, man. Wow.
Coach, I'm gonna put you, Coach Sowers, a little bit on the spot here, and I don't want you to go back over all your career, but I want you just to.
I'm old, so it'd be a long, right?
No. So we're gonna go 5 years. I want you to tell me 5 years, in the last 5 years, how many kids have you sent on linemen to with scholarships on to other programs?
Over 40.
In the last 5 years.
Yeah, over 40.
Oh, boy, this is going to be a fun year, James. I am looking forward to this.
Well,
they're getting great talent, it sounds like, and the kids, are buying into what's being, told to them, and they're making sure and taking care of the academic side of things. And this program is really getting off to a great start.
Well, not only that, I mean, sure, they are getting some talent, but they're being coached the right way. They're being developed and motivated and taught by great leaders, and that's what's giving them that edge over other programs that don't have collectively even what we have sitting in front of us here. And that's why I'm so excited. I mean, this is going to take off, and I've got to say, I'm looking at the fact that Coach Sowers has 45 to 50 that he's been working out. I guarantee you, by the time they kick off in August, that number could easily be double that. I mean, there are kids that have just been showing up in droves, but at the same time, there's still opportunities available. Obviously, you'd mentioned you can't have enough bigs. You need more linemen. What else are you looking for out there, Coach? You got a quarterback. You have, you got some receivers to throw to. Are you going to run the heck out of the ball? You want a stable of backs? What all are you looking for?
Well, at this point, we're looking for guys to come compete, and all of those pieces will fall into the puzzle in place. But right now, we want as many kids as we can get out there to build the chemistry to be successful. And we want kids who have high character, understand that the game of football is going to leave them. So we want them to understand that the academics is way more important in the long run in your life. So we're going to try to build a foundation on that. We got a young man, James Kemp. I mean, this guy is smooth as silk receiver. And we just finally had the last practice, had 3 quarterbacks come out. So we're starting to get the pieces put in place. And the bigs will get there. They always they're going to stay in the shed and eat until it's time. You know how that works.
Bulking up over the summer, right, Coach? We're visiting with a few of the head coaches here from the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference. We'll take a short break here and come back and bring on the newest member of the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference, Coach John O'Meara, and we'll step aside. We'll be right with you here on the JV Sports Show.
Trusted by law enforcement and military personnel throughout Arizona, Patriot Nation Firearms and Accessories offers a comprehensive selection of firearms and shooting-related merchandise to the general public. They specialize in personal defense products as well as law enforcement and tactical equipment for first responders. Stop by and check out their great selection and meet their knowledgeable staff. That's Patriot Nation Firearms and Accessories, located at 4139 West Bell Road, Suite 6 in Phoenix. Or give them a call at 602-281-6680. Long Realty and Surprise is the one-stop shop for all your real estate needs. Time to buy? Call Long Realty. Have a friend who might be moving to the Valley of the Sun? Call on Long Realty to find them the perfect home. And if you need to sell your home, consider it long gone when you call Long Realty. Stop by the office on Grand, just northwest of Bell Road, or call 623-584-5384.
Mention the JV Sports Show and get a free comparative market analysis. Trust Long Realty.
Hello, JV Sports Show fans. Michael Bennett here, owner of Park Grove Lending. Are you considering upsizing, downsizing, or just refinancing your home to lower your total monthly bills? Then call me. We'll help you accomplish those goals. When most people think about mortgages, they just don't know where they should begin. So start with a call to me, Michael Bennett, 480-227-3238. I own Park Grove Lending. You'll speak directly with me, and I'll put my 22 years of experience to work for you. Call today, and I'll pay for your appraisal. 480-227-3238, AZMB 094-3301.
Is your player struggling to catch the football? Or maybe you're just looking for a way to get them extra catching reps outside of practice? Well, the Pro Catch Football is the best training aid to develop great hands in your football player to make them successful in today's all-out passing game. The Pro Catch teaches players how to correctly catch the football with their hands and not their body. They can use it all on their own as there's no quarterback needed, and they can get hundreds of repetitions in just minutes. To find out more, visit us at ProCatchFootball.com, Facebook, and we're available on Amazon Prime.
You're listening to the only sports radio show in Arizona that covers JUCO, NAIA, NCAA 2 and 3 sports, the JV Sports Show.
Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. James and Vince here with the head coaches, well, at least 3 of them right now, of the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference. Had a pleasure of speaking with Coach Ron Sowers a minute ago, the newest head coach of the newest team, the Papago Pumas. And now we have Coach John O'Meara, who's a familiar face in the junior college world here in the state of Arizona, who is the newest head coach of the newest team in Tucson, the Sonoran Sidewinders. Coach O'Meara, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great.
Yes.
Excited to be in it.
Well, we are happy to hear you and have you on with us. Coach, I am so excited. As you know, I've been a big fan of yours out at the Gila Monsters down at Eastern Arizona College. I got to know, first of all, what brought you out of retirement or into this league? What made you decide to pursue this opportunity with this new league?
Well, this is something we've been talking to Coach Madowski since he brought it all out. And, I wanted to take our talents to Tucson. And, of course, he was talking to us about potentially maybe going to Phoenix, and that was something we were looking at. I wanted to stay a little closer to this area because my family's going to have to stick around for a year or two. And so the Tucson market was something I really wanted to do. And when the opportunity came available, I jumped on it. And super excited, but I've got a lot of work to do. You know, they're talking 40, 42 guys and 50 and 60 guys practicing. We got 5 signed, and we're going to work and got a lot of work to do in a short time.
Coach, I don't buy that. I think you've got you've got something.
He's sandbagging, Vince.
Yeah, I think he is. Coach, knowing you, I think you're going to put a great product on the field with a lot of kids. And as I said, I was a fan. I'm a fan of all you guys. You put up some national numbers in terms of rushing offense at Eastern because you ran that option, and you put some great athletes into other universities as well. Can we expect to see that option again?
Well, that's what we do, yes. And we're still trying to master it, but we'll continue to try to perfect it.
Coach, how much have you actually been able to do so far? Obviously, you're very new to the conference, and but you got some players. You're drawing some interest down there. Talk about the buzz down there in Southern Arizona regarding the Sonoran Sidewinders. What kind of buzz are you hearing?
Well, really, I think there's a lot of excitement. The neat thing is that we've talked to a lot of kids, and they thought their career was over, that there was no other opportunities, and so this league gave a bunch of kids a second chance, a third chance, and an opportunity to continue to play after high school. And so, there's been so much excitement with kids saying, really, we can still play. We thought it was over with, and stuff like that. And so I think that's the neatest thing that we're bringing to the table. And I'm sure it's not just us in Tucson. I'm sure it's the guys in Phoenix. So these poor kids thought there wasn't going to be an opportunity to play football anymore, and all of a sudden the door opened. We just got to get them in and get them going.
Now, Coach, have you uprooted and relocated to Tucson, or are you commuting? And if so, what's the commute like for you?
Well, yeah, I'm competing right now, but I'm planning on after the 4th moving down there and making a full-time run. Like I said, we got a lot of work to do, but excited. Got to put together a coaching staff. We're finalizing some people, and just a lot of work. But it's exciting, and that's what we all do. We love to coach. We love to have an opportunity to work with these young men, and we got a lot of work to do, but it will be fun.
Speaking of coaching staff, I have, and sorry to interrupt you, James, this was on the tip of my tongue here, but I have a feeling there's one guy that you already have that you're bringing out there with your same last name. Is Dad going to be joining you on this staff too?
Oh yeah, that's he's my top guy, so that makes it fun to get a chance to work with your father, and he works for the right price. He's free, so.
and he babysits, right? The grandkids.
Oh yeah. That's the other thing, yeah.
Coach, where are you guys going to be playing down there in Tucson? Where are the Sonoran Sidewinders going to be practicing and then playing their games?
Right now, we've I think finalized the Keno Sports Complex, and so we got a beautiful locker room. One of the best stadiums to play in. The grass is excellent. They got a big practice area for us, and we'll have to move different spots, but they've got so much room, and we're real excited to call that home.
Tell us a little bit about some of the kids that you have, because of the fact that you run, you run an offense that can now be seen as a little bit of unconventional. But are you bringing any of your kids from Eastern out there with you?
Well, we're in the process, like Coach said, we did a good job of getting all our kids placed, and so now you're trying to make up with them and find out if they're happy where they've moved on, or do they need an opportunity to get back to Arizona. A lot of these kids love being out here in Arizona, and so we're trying to talk to every one of our kids and make sure they're happy where they're at, and if not, we got an opportunity for them, and we're trying to bring them back. But like I said, everything's kind of new, and the first thing is I've been down there trying to establish myself with the Tucson people and the high school coaches and stuff like that. Because like anything, we want to build our program right from that area, and then add to it whatever we need. But like I said, we gotta get some local kids, and they're excited. We've got some kids talking to them. We just got to get them inked and signed and start working them out.
Well, like all good coaches, you guys realize that building a quality program starts at the lower levels and making those connections with the high school coaches and, getting them involved in the process and so forth. So we really appreciate you guys joining us here this evening. We've had the pleasure of talking with the new coaches of the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference. We're going to be kicking things off with them on August the 24th, the Maricopa Mustangs and the New Mexico Military Institute. We'll step aside. Once again, thanks, gentlemen, for joining us here this evening. And it was a pleasure speaking with you and getting an update on your respective programs. And we'll step aside here on the JV Sports Show. Vince and I will come back and wrap it up right after this. Vintage Motors specializes in custom builds, fabrication, engine swaps, routine maintenance, and service for all years, makes, and models, including diesels. From Ford Model A builds to tow truck repair and more, it's Vintage Motors. Give them a call today at 623-930-8494 or stop by 6136 West Glendale Avenue in Glendale. Vintage Motors. And tell them the JV Sports Show sent you.
Our friends at VetsBuilt are proud to sponsor both their time and money the Marine Corps Law Enforcement Foundation, or McCleff's Arizona chapter, established in 1995 as a 501c3 volunteer organization. McCleff has raised over $74 million for children who have lost a Marine or federal law enforcement parent in the line of duty. VetsBuilt is sponsoring a fishing derby October 25th and 26th at Bartlett Lake to help raise money for the children of fallen heroes. James and I will be on hand for this great event, broadcasting live. More information will follow. Keep an eye out at www.mclefaz.org. Join us for a great cause and a lot of fun for the entire family.
Buffalo Wild Wings and Surprise is an official sponsor of the JV Sports Show and home to the Coach Mike Nesbitt Show. They're located on the northeast corner of Bell and Litchfield in Surprise. Come by on Tuesdays for buy one, get one free boneless wings. Thursdays feature 70-cent boneless wings. And enjoy happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. and again from 9 p.m. to midnight. Buffalo Wild Wings in surprise. Tell them you're a fan of the JV Sports Show. Whether it be auto, home, life, or business protection, Farmers Insurance agent Heidi Cummings has you covered. As your Farmers agency located at 32nd Avenue in Peoria in Phoenix, they have the knowledge and experience to fulfill your personal, family, and business risk management needs. Give Heidi a call today at 602-789-6801.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. James and Vince here. Had the pleasure of speaking to a couple of great guys in Coach Doug Medoski from the Maricopa Mustangs, Coach Ron Sowers from the Papago Pumas, and, of course, Coach John Amira from the Sonoran Sidewinders down in Tucson. So excited. Unfortunately, we missed out on getting Coach Ryan Felker from the Gila River Hawks. He's vacationing, and Coach Jerome Daniels as well. From the Salt River Scorpions, but it's going to be an exciting season. James and I are going to be the voice of the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference this year, so we're going to be broadcasting. We're going to be live streaming. We've got some coaches shows we're going to be bringing, as well as our radio coverage, which starts Saturday, August 3rd, up here in Phoenix on NBC Sports Radio AM 1060, and which also has a worldwide live stream option as well.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting season for sure. You know, that first game, August 24th against New Mexico Military Institute will be exciting, not to mention the radio coverage. And we're going to do a bi-weekly coaches show as well with, featured coach and obviously a couple of players from the respective programs. So it's going to be a great time. We're really looking forward to it, Vince.
Yeah, and the public, listeners, viewers, you guys are invited out to join us. We love interaction. Don't be a stranger. We'll tell you exactly where we're going to be with these guys and when. So you can come out, take part, call in, ask any question. We'll have our Twitter line open so you could tweet us, and we'll read your question on air. We want as much interaction as possible, and we couldn't do any of this, obviously, without our partners with the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference, as well as our JV Sports Show partners whose commercials air periodically during the commercial breaks. We appreciate and value your partnership and look forward to take that into the future.
Definitely, yes. Thanks again to our sponsors. We really appreciate their support as we're getting things going here and taking this thing live on the air coming up in August. So thanks again to the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference, Coach Stephen Weiss, the executive director. We always enjoy visiting with him like we did last time.
How do we leave him out? There are so many great guys here. We forgot about Steve.
He's a very busy man right now.
He is a very busy man. So anyway, but so excited. Oh, and a reminder again of the facility. So once again, Salt River Scorpions is the Phoenix team that's going to be playing out at North High School in Phoenix. The Papago Pumas are going to be out at Mesa High School. The Maricopa Mustangs out at Glendale Mountain Ridge High School. The Gila River the Gila River Hawks are going to be out at Campo Verde High School out in Gilbert. And then, of course, the Sonoran Sidewinders are going to own the city of Tucson, so we expect them to get all the kids in Tucson to come out and run the table this year. I'm kidding. It's going to be a very competitive season, but the Sonoran Sidewinders are going to be playing out at Keno Sports Complex in Tucson.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. You know, it's great that the teams are kind of spread out all over the valley, so it'll really hopefully draw interest from fans from all across not only the valley but the state of Arizona with the Sidewinders down in Tucson. So it's a really exciting. Things are taking off for them, and we couldn't be happier about it for their not only the coaches and their passion for coaching the game of football, but also the players and the second chances for them to get on a squad and get their education wrapped up and move on to a larger school and, get that playing time, that's invaluable playing time, as you're well aware, Vince.
Well, and that and covering these guys the last couple of years with our JUCO report, obviously, Coach Medoski is a defensive-minded guy, but he's put together some great offenses in his time at Scottsdale. Coach Sowers is a bigs guy. He's an offensive line guy, so we know that he's going to be pounding the ball as much as possible. But, again, talking about getting three quarterbacks to come out, who knows? He may mix it up out there. Coach Daniels, who's a former offensive lineman himself and been coaching the offensive line as well as a defensive-minded guy. He's got some things up his sleeve, and then of course, Coach Felker out at with the Gila River Hawks is a quarterbacks guy. He likes to throw the ball up in the air. You're going to be seeing a lot from him. moving the ball up and down the gridiron, and Coach O'Meara is a run-oriented guy, averaging well over 300 yards a game, rushing the last few years out at Eastern Arizona with that option. Should be exciting. It's going to be the parity in this league. These guys all know each other. They genuinely like each other, but once you step on the field, obviously you know, James, that things change at that point.
When you get between the white lines, we can handshake later, but we are going to battle for sure. So,
and we are going to be covering it, and I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. So thanks again for joining us here tonight on the JV Sports Show. We appreciate the coaches joining us once again, and we'll sign off for now. Until next time, go JV.
You took my line.